ladies. Welcome back to the Excellent Family. It's been a while since I've posted anything here. Um, I've been posting active on my fitness channel, but not here as much. And I actually have uploaded videos, but just haven't made them public, which I will do. But anyway, I did tell you guys maybe about a month ago that I was going to talk about education. And I just actually haven't had the time to just sit down and record a video. So that's what I'm doing live, and I'm it's such a nice day out too. It's like upper 60s. It's just beautiful, nice and sunny. And I'm in here now. Done a lot today. Did homeschool. Friend came over. We're dog sitting my sister's dog, and did some cleaning. So all of that. So now I'm making dinner, and you can join me. I can talk to you while I'm making dinner. We're having chicken tacos and nachos tonight or this evening. So, but anyway, I was saying that I was going to talk about, education, or what, kids should be learning, what we should be teaching our kids. And I, was listening to this man a while ago, and he was saying that the current education system is not going to benefit children, in the future. And the things that they should be learning right now is automation. What else do you say? Course, business and financial education they should have, and the coding. So those are the things that actually we tend to focus on here, I think, a little bit more, especially the financial part in the entrepreneurship, because everything is heading, to that digital thing. We're there now. So, and maybe I'll talk about it a little bit more in another video, but those are the things that you probably should be preparing your kids for. My kids, my boys, they built made up their own game. They learned how to code and do all of that. And there's a couple of different apps that they use to do it, but they did create their own game, because a lot of the games, they're so just not good, not good for kids. There's a lot of stuff in them. So they've done that, and, talking about doing another one. But, allowing kids to creativity, but not being bogged down by subjects. That's the thing. Like we've had, of course they need to know reading and writing and math. Like, I think that's a necessary thing. But then all of the other subjects, I think that it's subjective. And our school model hasn't changed. Our education model hasn't changed and since its inception. So it's not good. And the guy was saying the current way of education is not going to survive this new wave of technology. So, the kids need to learn that. They need to know that. So my kids, they do have YouTube channels. My rule was that they needed to know how to read and edit correctly and, write, so they don't put out foolishness. So that was like my requirement. Of course, I don't let them, people comment on their stuff, but for them to create, use their creativity, and to express, their ideas about things. So, they all four of them have channels, and they do, according to what it is that they want to. So, and then the business aspect, we were riding yesterday in the car, and they were talking about what they wanted to do this summer with their, because they've been doing lemonade stand and actually some treats for the last few years. They actually do really well with it. So now they're talking about expanding and just doing like a sweet treats. But then today we were riding, and they were talking about doing, what is that? Oh, dog treats. Because I'm like, it's a brilliant idea, because everybody walks past our house with a dog. We're like right here, where everybody is very visible where we live. And so they, making pup treats or something. So that we have to research that and, come up with recipes for treats. So that's the next endeavor, but, allowing them to do that. And what we've been doing, so that'll be the thing that we're doing this summer, or they'll be doing this summer. Yeah, they'll have to research that and put that together. But what we're doing right now in our homeschool is we're reading through Charlotte's Web, and everybody takes turns reading, and which I think is good. We also, of course, we always read scripture, always, and pray. Even like last week, we were on vacation. We went to the We took a cruise to the Caribbean. Yeah, so we went to Grand Cayman. Where else did we go? Oh, Cozumel, Mexico, and Nassau, Bahamas. And so that was a great time. And you'll actually, I have some videos because I did do that last night. So you'll see that pretty soon. That coming up. And like I said, I have. Wait, y'all give me 1 second. I think I have to flip this chicken. I told y'all we're having chicken tacos tonight, and I'm putting them in the air fryer. So give me 1 second. Sorry to turn my back on you, but oh, get a fork. Sorry guys, I'm turning this chicken right quick. But you know, I like making these meals, not to get off subject, but see, here's the chicken here. But I like making meals that are like 30 minutes or less. So this shouldn't take long at all. I put the chicken in the air fryer. I chop up the spinach because that's what we use for the lettuce in the tacos and nachos. And I make the salsa. And that's pretty much it. You know, real simple, real quick, and very easy. And that's my number one thing. But so in, like I was saying, in our homeschool, what we've been doing, you know, reading and writing about what they did. Like this week they had to, or they wrote about their trip, you know, their experiences and things. So, you know, taking that experience, because that's what I like to give my kids, experiences. Because it's one thing to sit down and read stuff in a book, but when you actually have an experience about a thing, and then, you know, you take that knowledge, and that's what I'm really getting them on them about. Like, you know, you take what you're thinking about and what you see, you have to communicate that in writing in the best way you can, so other people can understand what you're saying. So that's what we are really working on. And then I have this book, which I will show you guys. It's actually an older book. It was my mom gave it to me, and then my sister had this book. I don't know, when she was in high school or something. But anyway, the guy who created this book, it's all mental math, right? I think Singapore math is mental math. But this book, this guy wrote it, and he had a love for children. I think he was I don't know what that guy did, maybe a mathematician, something he did. But he quit his job, and he just dedicated his life to educating kids about math. And so we're, you know, working through that book. And what I like about it, it's not worksheets or anything, but it's just making sure that they understand concepts, you know, and how to just like quickly do things in their mind with this math. So like all of my kids are doing it. And like the 7-year-old, she, you know, I help her a little bit more with it. But, you know, I love the fact it goes, you know, through all the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and it just goes through all levels. So if you get these things down, then you'll know how to quickly do it in your mind. And so I'm going to show you guys that book, not today, but I will have where I have that so you can see. But I think that mental math is important, you know. And so that's kind of like what we've been doing in our homeschool. Last February, we went to Florida. So we've actually been doing a lot of moving around, I guess I should say. The faucet was still on, but we've been doing, like, we were in Florida for a week. And then January, we had just come back. We were at our home in South Carolina for most of the month of December. And so we came back January, and then we were gone in February for a little over, actually, it was a little less than 2 weeks. And then we was here for a couple of weeks, and then we went on the cruise. So we'll be moving, you know, around a little bit more. But it's, you know, I love the experience of things because, you know, you meet people from different places, you know, and now they want to do more language stuff. So we're gonna, I got Duolingo to focus again because we're working on Spanish, and then we put it down for a little bit. So we're picking that back up. But it was cool because when we were in Cozumel, and my Spanish is, you know, pretty good. I took Spanish all through school, all through elementary, high school, and college. And then I lived in Miami, and it's, you know, it has its own little culture. And so I speak good Spanglish, so I understand it better than I speak, but I was able to use it. And so they were pretty impressed. And so we're going to get back to that. So that's all that we've been doing here. So that's all I have, Lisa. I just wanted to catch up because I haven't forgotten about this channel. I focus a lot on my fitness channel, which is Good Thing Fitness. And maybe I'll link that at the end. But Yeah, I have not forgotten about you guys. I still upload. I just forget to like release the videos. So like when I went on, um, I think last week I looked, I was like, oh wow, I have all these videos in here that I have not released, you know. So I will get those out and put those out because I just, you know, put up a summary pretty much of what we did each month. And that works both to keep me, you know, keep me focused with homeschool and on the ball. And then, you know, I take pictures, sometimes do videos, and then I'll, you know, take what I have in my book because, so, you know, yeah, you know how it is as a homeschool parent. Sometimes you have a lot of times you have a plan, and you may, you know, a couple of days you may not, it may be something totally different, you didn't stick to that plan. So I like to do a lot of reverse planning. I do that a lot. You know, we'll start with this and then we go somewhere else, you know, and then we'll eventually come back to the thing that I want to focus on. But I'm always about, okay, do you understand this? Do you have the concept, you know? And I do a lot with the kids. My husband also does too. Like he works from home a lot. He's with us a lot. I was talking to a lady on the cruise, and I was telling her, you know, my husband, he has 4 businesses, and he also has a job, you know, full-time job. Yeah, he's with us a lot, and he could do more. He always says that. He's like, you know, I could do more, but what he doesn't want is for, you know, not to be there for his family. And we've just met too many people who, you know, their business is very successful. However, their children like hate them and don't even want anything to do with the business. So that's, you know, that's the thing. You know, there has to be a balance. And like me, I remember my husband and I, we both took this business leadership, online business leadership. Uh, what do you call those things? Gatherings or whatever. And but I remember the lady who she started Auntie Anne's pretzels, and just, you know, I was listening to her story. She was talking about it, and then she just, the lady who was like the host of this, she was like, so do you have any advice for work-life balance? And the lady was like, actually I don't. She said, I'm still working on, she she's working on the relationships with her kids, right? So Caleb, I'm sorry, that's my husband. He sits in the back and he like rings his little bell when he needs someone. But y'all hang on 1 second, because let me see what my husband wants. Hang on. What's up, baby? Sure. All right. Sorry about that, ladies, but you know what? This is just my life. It's raw and it's real. It is what it is. So, but the lady, she was saying, you know, she was working to that day. So she started this business year, you know, 30 years or however long ago. And then the relationships with her kids were on the rocks, and she was trying to mend that. So like that let me know right then, you know what? There's time. I can do things. You know, I like doing YouTube. But I like more being available to my family. You know, there's a season for everything, and you just have to know yourself. Because some women, they are wonderful. I mean, they have that balance thing down, you know. But you have to know yourself. That's just not my thing. You know, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna focus on it. I'm gonna do it very well. You know, and right now I'm a great wife. I'm a great mom. And, you know, homeschool and whatever my husband needs, whatever support, I'm there. You know, sometimes I have to do the envelope thing, you know, get all the things out, mail them out, stick, you know, the stamps and all of that to get to the tenants and things, you know. So sometimes I have to go sign stuff. And so it's different things that I have. But, you know, I love having that availability. And I think I have an, you know, advantage too, because I did work before I had a career before I had kids and things, you know, and family. So then I was at the point too where I was just like, I wanted different, you know, I wanted something different. And then since I've been away from that environment for so long, I appreciate, you know, where I am now. I really do. You know, it's a freedom with it. There's a freedom that comes in. There's nothing wrong with working, because I think everybody's gifted to do things, you know, whatever God called you to do it, whatever gifts he put in you, you are gifted to do it. But at this point, I'm gifted to be a mom. And a wife, and just be a support. I'm okay with that. I'm totally wasn't always, because I'm a one of those people where my husband's like an alpha female. Yeah, go get it like that. But I just mellowed out, because my whole thing is just please God. Whatever God wants me to do, I'm going to do it. That's it. And so now I have arrived at this point. But it's better than anything that I could have done on my own. When you do what God has called you to do, then it makes life better. Because I look at it, I don't have debt. Like God just totally did it in my life. I just, I have this freedom to, travel, which I knew that I would.
Where's the black marker?
Did you fall? I'm not sure, babe. But look for black marker for Papa, okay? But just the freedom to go and to do, not be bogged down. I just see how much my mindset has changed, because the scripture talks about being transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, between, studying scripture, even having the freedom to do that, and just, one thing I do, you guys may not know it on this channel, but, I pray for people a lot, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, but I think he might be looking for a permanent marker, but see if he wants that one, because I don't know my other one is. But yeah, so that's kind of, ladies, what I do, what I like to do. And I love even now. I remember when I was working, and I think I was pregnant. But anyway, maybe with my first boy, my first kid. And I remember, it was like springtime, and it was like sun shining like it is now. And I remember in my heart, I'm just like, I don't want to be trapped inside of a building. I don't know where that is, baby. Tell him that one. I don't know where it is. I've been looking for that for a couple of days, so I'm not sure where that one is. He has it? Oh, yeah. Tell him. Yeah, he had it. I don't know what he did with it. I forgot about that. He did have it. But, babe, you had the marker. I don't know where it is if you did. I'm not sure. Tell him I'm not sure where it is. You said he gave it. I don't know where it is. But I remember, just wanting to be out, and just feeling like, I just wanted to be out. I don't want anybody in control of my schedule. I just wanted to be free. And, I look at my life now, the things that I've desired, God has done it. What happened, babe? Did you fall?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you doing?
Cat was.
We're dog sitting my sister's dog, so
Cat to run because he was going to chase Judah, but I had to wait until Miss Hannah and Jacob were leaving because their car was backing out.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was waiting, and so Cat started running.
And Flannel was chasing him, then he pulled you?
He was chasing Judah.
Oh, okay.
And Caleb had him, and he didn't tell me that he was coming. And
he bumped into you?
No, the leash pushed me, that pulled me, and I fell.
Oh, you all right? Let me see. All right, be whole in Jesus' name.
I can't feel it here.
Okay, I think it's okay. I don't see any scrapes or anything. Maybe get an ice pack and put an ice pack on it. Yeah, put an ice pack on it, okay? All right, I'll have to get Band-Aids when I go downstairs, okay? But yeah, God has been very good to me. I live a life that only God could have done, and I'm grateful. Yeah, just sit down and put it in your hand, baby. It's okay.
Too cold.
Here, put a napkin on it. Put a napkin on it. Here, put a napkin under it. And which hand is it? This one right here?
This one.
All right, and just hold it there, okay? Latest about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? You want me to set the timer? Okay. All right, 15 minutes, all right? But I think that's all I have, ladies, because I'll stand here yapping. I still have a few more things to do because I have to chop up the tomatoes and stuff. Yeah, I'm live. This is my Hannah. We were sitting here. She was outside playing. That's my baby girl, or my big girl. But yeah, I can still sit here and yap with you, but I'm going to let you guys go. But thank you so much for being on. And that's all. I guess I could have done this live on YouTube. I'm just seeing that I did this on StreamYard, but it is what it is. But thank you. I see 2 people join me. So thank you so much. God bless y'all. And I'll be on again soon, but you'll look for the videos from the cruise from last week and probably the stuff from February that we did. So Anyway, God bless you all. If you guys are looking for stuff like, actually, I do a lot of nutrition stuff on my fitness channel, which, like I said, is Good Thing Fitness. So I talk about wellness. I talk about emotions and how that affects the body. And those are my wellness teachings. So if you guys go over there, you'll find all that stuff. And then, of course, I have different recipes for healthy foods. You know, I have a certification in vegan nutrition. And I was you guys may not know this here, but I was a raw food vegan for a long time, maybe 10 years or so, somewhere in there. And then when I started having kids, I remember my first one, I started eating chicken. And so I would eat chicken and then raw food, you know, or living foods, I should say, not raw food, but living. And then my second one, I think I might have craved fish, and so I ate fish in my vegan foods. And then the 3 and 4 kids, girls, I craved grapes and carrots for both of them. And then I began to, you know, slowly integrate more cooked foods back. So I still do, you know, a lot of vegan, but also I will eat, like last week I ate conch. You know, that's nothing that I would normally eat, but I grew up eating and I wanted comfort when I was in Nassau, Bahamas, which is where my family is originally from. So I had the conch salad, but for the most part, you know, I try to eat good foods, you know, that nourish the body. And I talk a lot about that on that other channel.
That kept sneaking. Okay.
Okay, but so ladies, that's all I have. If you guys are looking for a quick, because I like it, like I said, everything 30 minutes or less. I don't want to be in the kitchen for a long time. So you'll see, like, I have chocolate. You make your own homemade chocolate. I actually have mouthwash on there that doesn't have a bunch of bad stuff in it. Toothpaste, how to make your own toothpaste is there. The salsa that I make, which tomato salad. And just a whole bunch of other stuff, quinoa bowls and all that kind of smoothies, juices, you name it. It's a lot of stuff is on there. And just how to do lentil wraps, you know, only 2 ingredients, lentils and water, and just how to do that. How I use castor oil, and, you know, my skin looks good since I've been using, I mean, it looks great, you know, with the castor oil. Mm-hmm. So all that kind of stuff you'll find on that channel. So
you can be smooth faced.
Yes. So that's all I have. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sure I jump back on when I get another moment, because right now maybe I need to change up because I can't sit down and work through things. But like I said, I want to show you the book that I'm using for math for my kids right now, and it works for all of them. And then the writing assignments, that works for everybody because they can do it on their level. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. God bless you. We'll see you next time.
Make sure to stay with God and follow God.
Bye for now. Oh wait, did I not turn it off? Oh, there we go. Okay.